has ever won the battle against this? Again, I would say you're using a hammer to solder a circuit. Good luck with that. The thing is, though, and if you learn anything from this exercise, let it be this: you've got to follow your heart. We've just been in an exercise to simply unplug from the mind. We just got out from under mind's dominance of the identity for perhaps the first time in this life, or several, or many. The challenge now is to begin identifying mind when it's acting. Now that you've had a taste of what can only be called non-mind, you know what it feels like. Oh, it will always feel different. No two experiences are ever the same, but you know what it's like to be released from the control, the absolute rigid dominance of your mind. That is priceless. I hate to bring you out of it, but I'm going to begin to close the experience now and bring you slowly back into mind. Only not quite. Stay with me now and stay in heart. There's no need to leave there ever again. Oh, the mind will come in and interfere with the purity of this state again and again, it's true. But that need not faze you, need not throw you out of heart space, out of your own heart. You can actually take up a position in this, the kingdom of heart, and begin to defend it, to begin to determine that this is where you'd like to be, or at least to come and explore now and then. It's a tough place at first to be functional from, functional in 3D, that is. You're functioning on a much higher level here. It's just new. So, at first, it may have such a strangeness to it that you'll want to give it your full attention and not divide that attention up with anything mundane or physical. That's fine. It doesn't matter. You're going to watch all of your values changing now. No, don't let that frighten you, or you'll find yourself ousted from heart so quickly your head will spin. No fear. Remember that. This is a place, a sacred space really, of no fear whatsoever. Not even a twinge. If you feel any fear, you're not here. One of my favorite sentences when I was just getting used to abiding in heart space was, "It is what it is." Just that. It is what it is. You'd be surprised at what comfort resides in those 5 words. It is what it is. It doesn't matter what you or I or someone else or history or the whole world or aliens from another planet think of anything. What is simply is, and there's just no arguing with that. "I don't know" was, of course, another top favorite sentence. I still use it often. That one's so very powerful. I've sung its praises often enough before, but you'll find that, depending on the depth of your experience here, everything you ever heard before will sound somehow different. Sometimes the differences will be subtle, and sometimes they'll be really apparent and major differences. What you thought meant one thing, you now see meant something entirely different, perhaps having nothing at all to do with your first assumption about it. It's mind-boggling. So get used to having your mind boggled. This is a good stage, a good phase for mind as well. Again and again, mind is likely to want to freak out over this. It will be tempted to fear again and again because it's had a planetary-sized rug just pulled out from under it. Everything it thought it ever knew just went to ashes and up in smoke. What's a poor mind to do anyway? My suggestion is to treat mind both firmly and with kid gloves during this time, which, don't ask, there's no telling how long the adjustment, if that's what you call it, will take. We just can't know. It's different for everyone anyway. Look at it like this. You're getting this done ahead of the crowd. At some point in this massive awakening we're all going through, with 2012 and 13 almost upon us and all that, everyone is going to go through this or something similar. Well, when the masses get around to it, you will already have found your sea legs, so to speak, so you'll make an excellent tour guide. You'll actually be very useful, I'm betting. Just the stabilization of your consciousness that's ongoing right now will be helpful to everyone else. We're all far more connected than 99% of us realize even now. The many and manifold ways that we're one are going to freak a lot of people out. Telepathy ain't even the half of it. There's way more than that. But you can't rush this stuff. It has its own pace, and it's largely a matter of learning to go along with the flow, of learning to be danced, and to just let that be, to let that flow along. Words will frequently drive you batty as you try to put them together to explain to someone, or even just in your journal, what's going on with yourself. What the heck just happened, for instance? Well, be cautious about going there. Watch out for mind entering into such things. It will try. It can't help it. That's what mind's for. That's what mind is, as far as it knows. Just be gentle with mind. Don't be harsh or critical. You'll do a lot of just observing. It's the very best thing you can do, probably. I don't know. It's time for you to be connected with your inner kingdom, not with me. Heck, we're already connected anyway. All are one, remember, but you and I are more one especially. We've shared a most special experience, the experience of real oneness outside of mind. That would be inside the kingdom of heart. You've maybe had a first taste of what that's like, what it might be like. And that's depending on how much you were able to relax, to let go, and ultimately to disidentify from your mind. It's a scary proposition initially, and for quite some time actually. Every mind is different, but it takes varying amounts of time and TLC to help mind through the transition that's before it. It's just lost dominance over your life, you see. It lost a lot more than that, but that one is major. Mind just saw how it is no longer in control of you. It thought it had you. It thought it was you. So this is a major shock, a major upset for the mind. So please be generous with yourself over this. Don't be mean or cruel to yourself in any way. No criticism